Hey there, Virgo. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new here, click that subscribe button down below, baby. It is free as always. I'd also like to welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you for bringing this channel into our world. As you subscribe, tune in, it levels up your life, brings up your energy so that you shine in your goldness self, fulfilling your dreams and being satisfied in the innermost of your being. That's very attractive, and I love to celebrate other people's victories. That's why we have brought this channel about, so that we can all come together and make our world a better place just by each one of us individually being satisfied and fulfilled. Okay, that's the magic, everybody. So what is going on here? The key card for you guys is be abundant. It's abundant love, satisfaction, community, that type of thing. And we've got some barricades, and these are good things because you've heard me talk about white magic, about the hopes, dreams, and fears. These are the things that are our guides, our guidelines, and they measure out the side of our road of who we are to keep us directed and down in the flume of life. And Big Papa's here off on the scene a little bit, giving some eyes, looking for it. He's like, Joy, get to it. And I'm like, oh dear Papa, look at him. He's so serious. And what is he serious about? You want to know, Virgo? He is serious about this card from the Uncommon Tarot coming in. Who is this? This is the lovers. Lovers in heaven, lovers on earth. All of heaven and the cosmos, the earth, are conspiring and looking down upon you all to see this destiny fulfilled, the opening, the gateway into the high finery, the kingdom of heaven here on earth, divine partnership. That awakens the ancient blue channel, the ancient Mary channel, the ancient Michael channel, the thing that's gone down, and revives the stump and brings it back to life. It's like the shoot of Jesse coming forward in the regeneration of the butterfly world. Not just where we go caterpillar, 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 butterfly, right? Like duck, duck, goose. We go butterfly, 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 butterfly. It's the transitional world where from our spirit, from our soul, from our mind, life begets life. How do I know? Well, over here, beside the two cards here we have coming in reflection. So this isn't about the mountains. This is about the massiveness of your capacity and the cultivation of who you are, Virgo. We know about you. You are fine like wine. You are cultivated. You have been astute and sowing into this world for quite some time. And sometimes it would fit and fight like two cats in a bag around you because you had to supersede yourself to give and give and give when you yourself were not getting as much return. Your joy was the joy of the world. It was the satisfaction of knowing the world's becoming a better place. People are being afforded the insight and the wisdom that you see to help them level, and not even level up, to clear blockages and to move through in life. It's a gift that you're given. That sense of clarity, that pure heart. But life, as we know, for some time has been working on your behalf, Virgo, to bring you into the fullness of self, the fullness of freedom, of joyfulness, of expression, of fun loving, and to be open in the heart, fully receptive to life loving you back. And not only that, it brings in, it's like this 4 plus 4 plus, it's like Metatron. It's like a cube of cubes. It's Metatron's cube. Okay, thank you. Hello, I am earthy. It can take a moment sometimes. It's Metatron's cube coming in. It's the formative life. It is like the 4 squared, okay? And that is the perfect reflection coming on in here. You've gotten your life in order. You know who you are. You know how you operate, and you're solidified in that. And that doesn't mean rutted or limited in any form or fashion. It actually facilitates a leveling up, a clarity of mind for you, of your vessel, of who you are. And that is the kind of love that is coming in. This is life looking back at you. As we're stepping into the 1221, which we already have, by the way, we opened that last month with the Sagittarius read about being a love machine. It's being able to see the mirror love, the eternal flame, to look and to see no projection, no rejection, just pure reflection. Pure reflection. This is a dimensional one. That's what we see going on here in this Lover's card. It is dimensional. It's seeing through to other planes, other dimensions, awakening the dreamer, the divine dreamer. And because it's two, it's a pairing of you guys coming together, where it's your lover, your best friend, your coworker, your parent, whomever. It is creating a dimensionality to it, a penetration form of bringing in things that into existence that don't yet exist except in the plasma state. Now, what is that got underneath it is the Hermit, the 9. Now, this is the 9, like the The 9 is the point to which all returns, okay? It's where everything comes from and to where it all returns. How do you know? Do math with a 9, all right? So if you have 1 plus 9, if you do the addition, it always returns to the digit that's combining with the 9. So it always helps you return to yourself. So then it could be a spiritual 7, right? Returning your energy unto yourself, bringing in creative endings to generate and genesis new beginnings of self, of rediscovery of self, of returning to self, which I love for Virgo. I absolutely love for you guys. And then you go into the multiplication. So like 9 times 9 is 81. It always returns to a 9. 9 times 7 is 63. It always returns to a 9. So when you multiply, you always return unto yourself, unto what could be a new ending. But for you, the fascinating part, Virgo, it can also be tidying things up, tying things up, bringing them in together, almost like, say you're someone who crochets or knits. It's what you do on the end when you make the return and you come back, making the return in the power of the okay. Makes perfect sense why we have a Tower of Power going on for you guys here. And at the top is the Be Abundant card. This is the Zenith, the Pinnacle, kind of the ace in the hole. You know how I feel about tarot. The aces are the pinnacles. They are the rewards and the fulfillment here on earth, where heaven and earth kiss in this Metatron dimensionality. And you're like, we don't just want it one facet. We want it fully faceted so we can walk all the way around it like a wedding cake, like a pyramid, like formative structure that we can depend and count on. Okay, so in this Tower of Power that we have coming in, it is the runes, and we're going to work our way down to our foundational knowing. So here, the card that just keeps spinning and is making its way to you is not even like this. It's wanting to go like this to make its way up, like uprooting, but not to root out of the ground. To shoot up is what you're saying, because the roots are already established for you to be speaking about it like that. And the roots that are up above it is this credit card. Those are olives everywhere, baby. All of you, all of you, all of you. Do you realize olive oil is oil that comes from a fruit? Fruit. Isn't that astounding and amazing? That's the nourishment of it. And in there's some mystery in there. So for some of you, meditate on the olive. Take in some olive oil if that's something that you're called to do. Look directly at yourself in your eye of God and speak it over yourself. I love you. I love you too. Right? That pure reflection, that sane capacity. And don't just look at your face when you do, okay? Don't just look at your eyes. Look in the center of your eye. Look from your pupil to your pupil. Let it be a home run. Let it strike the bullseye. Let it ring the bell. Let it penetrate through the annals of time, opening up the gongs of life, moving the gossamer strands of the heartstrings of life, and awakening life's love for you to return unto you. What love is that, Virgo? That love is the interest and the investment of the love you've been sowing for years. You couldn't have done it for this reason. You did it from a noble purpose. And that's what Big Papa's two feathers. He's like, I know you did it from pure love. And he's like, let me show this love in return. Let me facilitate that love. Let me that love, the 9, the love. I want to multiply this unto you, Virgo. The love and the manner in which you have channeled through this love unto the world. In order for life to continue, in order for it to go forward, let it be lemniscate. Let it be returned unto you, okay? That's beyond your own natural energy that we were finding out about up here. It's, somebody listen to me. When you make my nose itch like this, please listen. Open friend. If you knew that this abundance and this overabounding joy and lusciousness and this overflow of jubilation into your life, this restorative power in you were to benefit the whole world, would you do it? Mm-hmm. I know you. I know you. Be receptive, earthy Virgo. Be receptive, our green, beautiful friend, our verdant, our vibrant, our loving friend. You like that magic tree that the Keebler elves cook their cookies up in. Mm-hmm. They're just refreshing your stock of your ingredients, right? He's like, let us re-ingredient you. Let us return this unto you, restock you. And that's only going to cause your joy to abound even more, because the full pragmatic, earth-bound, earth Metatron's cube, undeniable affirmation that who you are is love and who you are is loved. Man, you talk about stake and claim. You like, woo, we dress in the universe with this energy up here, showers of love, cosmic showers of love. You like, well, maybe I think I could consider that and get on board with that. I don't know what to do. Am I on the journey? Am I on the road? What do I do here for this healing, this nourishment, this regeneration, this vitalization to occur? Now, what they're showing me here is the energy of garlic, and it's going to sound kind of weird, but as you know, the allicin in the garlic that brings about the life-giving healing, that nutritive power, that like disease-shattering energy, is it doesn't exist in the garlic itself. It is a chemical reaction that occurs when the garlic is cut, when the garlic is entered. And as we know, just like in is it mitosis, is meiosis? Well, one of the cell generation forms, that when it actually divides is when it multiplies. Okay, that's when the cells begin to multiply and they generate a whole new life, a whole new body. So here in that journey, the reunion, perfect union, remove resistance and let go of the past. So Big Papa's saying, let me penetrate you. Ooh, baby. This language, that's what I love about this channel. They just get all up in the sauce and the stigma and the things that kind of shake us up and make us giddy and giggle. But he means it. Let me penetrate you, Virgo. Let me enter into this field to awaken the allicin, to awaken the medicine and the magic within you, to erupt forth this beautiful life, this beautiful seed. Because remember the rooting up, the pressing up. The pressing up of what has been contained in your earthiness, your intent, and all the love and that you've given into this world wasn't just for those things. It's so that people could experience that level of connection, that level of intimacy and harnessing of community and fealty and love. Okay? So aside from that, why y'all keep saying aside? I don't understand. A side, B side, C side, D side. I don't know. You pick your side, baby. Sitting on top of the world. That's the side they want you to be on. But this is the world coming down to kiss you. This is Metatron's cube seeing you. And instead of just this, they're coming down to kiss your face with the same kiss that you have given to life itself. All right? Remember what he's showing, the reiteration here? That's lots of baby. Let it come on in. Let Big Papa penetrate you. Okay? So with that, we step on down to the next row of the runes. We're like uncrafting the secrets of the pyramids, and they're all formed in the base. When the base is mathematically correct, when it's on time, all right, when it's in the proper time and space and the format, and that's what we knew is where you came from, is this pure place, then it can really be established and ramp up into the sky. That's when the change comes into the world. And that's when you fully have received the overflow and there's no stopping you. And when there's no stopping you, it is just out of your flow, out of that kinetic relationship that you have, that the world begins to benefit. That is no more skin off your nose. It's no more effort from yourself anymore. No more efforting is what he's talking about here. And so here we've got crushed, continuity counts. So this has to do with some of your openness. So what he's really talking about here is to do, like we said in Journey over here, to let go of the past, to let go of all resistance, to let go of all preconceived notions. Remember that let me penetrate you that Big Papa said? Remember, let go of all stigma. Stigma for you is status quo of hitting hallmarks, goals, achievements, like that's how you normally would ascend the mountain, right? You had these bullet points, these stair steps, these preconceived ideas of, okay, A, B, C, D. And it makes sense because that's how the world is operated. But he's talking about shifting the order of operation. That's why your Tower of Power is being built from the top down, being built from heaven, coming down to earth, being built from this kingdom, coming down to the earth and receiving it in the fullness of measure, okay, in an equal measure, letting it come all the way down into you. And you might look at, what was the other reading I just did? Maybe, I'm thinking it was Cancer, because it had to do with letting the healing come fully in and not expecting the other shoe to drop anymore. Literally letting your soul open and be receptive through all three bodies, okay? And that brings in this. Profits produced when progress is made. That gets rid of the snag, the eye of the needle, the status quo of figuring out what conditionalism, right? What do I have to let go of in order to gain? Because we often in modern era, we stay filled to the brim, packed to the rim, hemmed in on all sides. We know exactly where we are, and we just move around like our little robot box, right? And that can be limiting, especially for you. Many of you, I'm seeing the stress and tension in your physical body, in your back. It's just having been held in for so long that your body is ready to exhale. And when you exhale, that's how you open up in true receptivity. This new breath of life that Big Papa is facilitating in for you, that reduces the drag, that does away with the snag, and then you're no longer fitting and fighting, because you weren't really. You've been holding it together for so long because you did this out of determination to continue to show love, because it was something divinely rooted in you, remember? Divinely rooted, and that's what's shooting up now. It's going to come up of its own natural accord. And that opens this final channel and gate of the unknowable. I love it. It's the Divine Father. It's the Odin card. It is the blank rune. And it's like you have a blank slate, a blank check, a blank canvas. And that, when you have that blank space, you have the another right? Reflective space. And that really begins to allow the whole heart channel to open, the lungs to expand, and the breath of life to begin to take you over and take hold of you, initiating the pure perfection of what you were here for, okay? You're here to live, to enjoy, to express yourself, to divine, to create, and to dance. All right, Virgo? So let's get a couple of the Cosmic Tarot for you guys. Ooh, you ringing on in. Look at that 10 of Pentacles right there. There's a secret. There's a secret message here. Something yet to be discovered, even though it's within you. Well, I guess when you've been busy like you have, that could definitely be part of the story. It's about like begonias and roses and like the kiss of life. Okay. Let's get a true heart on that then. Let's get a true heart. Yellow, being moved by your will, surrendering to your heart. And there's like a commingling in your heart that I see here. It's like a vessel of love, a cup of love. Okay. Which we know because we already saw the all of you all over the place. There you go. What you got to say? Ooh, you talking about the Tower. Here you're talking about the Tower of Power. I love the Tower in this deck, the True Heart Tarot, because this is the Eye of God. This is like all of life conspiring and looking down to love you back. You've known you've been adored, right? Now let the action of the adoring occur. Let it enter your physical realm. That's what you're talking about here. And you're like, I don't know if I can hold it together, Joy. I'm like, don't. Right? They talk about crush you. He's like, let me drive your roots down into the ground and establish you in this life force that I have got you. I am your full support. That's what life is saying to you. Look at that. See those hands from the earth coming up to support you and to hold you together? That's some earth-shaking love right there. But there's so many things that come in along with it. So many wisps of love. The information, the knowledge, the understanding that you don't even have to know A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's no more pragmatically having to align the pyramid to bring it in. Because for one, we think the pyramids were there to bury some pharaohs and those type of people up in it. But they were also calling cards to the universe, okay? They were like cell towers and that type of thing. And they're saying you don't need that anymore. You have this connection, this skin to skin, this divinement, the butterfly world that exists beyond, because it's coming from your divinement. It's coming from your destiny of what you created and established for yourself before you landed here on this world. And they're wanting to bring your world to your world. That's a bit of what you have hidden and going on here in that message of the Tower. Now, know specifically you were asking for the uncommon tarot to come out for your read, and you're already wisping off the top. 7 of Cups. You're talking about the Divine Mother. The Divine Mother. So there's something that you're haunted about with the Divine Mother, but what I'm telling you is there is a good mother here. Trust yourself. Trust your belly. Trust your gut. Somewhere there were like seeds of doubt planted in you that you couldn't fully give in to trusting yourself, which means you couldn't fully give in to enjoying yourself, because if you let your guard down, then you might mess up. You might hurt somebody. You might be the one to blame for this or that or whatever if you weren't always like in the mental frame, in the consciousness, in the airy realm. But they're talking about there's beauty. There's so many things woven into your chart and into your energies going on that they've got you. They understand your passion, and passion sometimes charges in boldly and a little fiercely and has to back up just a little bit, right, to level it in. But it's just like your car. That curb's going to be there and you bump it and your car bounces back just a little bit. This isn't wreckage that we're talking about here. But they're wanting to come in. There's a divine connection, and it's in the spiritual realm. Okay, Big Papa is intense right now. Okay, as a high priestess to you. So maybe check out the Cancer and the Leo, because they were talking about the high priestess being is definitely Cancer, about the staff, and that your totem, the head, is no longer going to be in like animal or divine or nature energies. It is the high priestess, high priest, man or woman, okay, being established as your head and your authority in your crown, because that's what the Bessie Beetle's about here. About it coming in to be the good mother, to be the crown, to be the trusted guide, gift, and knowledge that you have here. Kind of like that letter of love you've had tucked away for some time. Your message from yourself to yourself. And what I hear clearly from him, the 10 of Pentacles, is to allow yourself to be beautiful. No more demoting or diminishing yourself, Virgo. Okay? Let the fullness be there. Let the perfection be there. You know, remove all resistance, all the re's, right? You're the one who got the rune reading. That's pretty powerful. And it was a Tower of Power, remember? And it reiterated itself over here when you asked for confirmation of that love letter. All right? And I know, because y'all been all up in my nose making it itchy, sneezy, whatever. That is straight up that it is resonating hard, okay? So I want you to know I love you. Leave comments, compliments down below. Compliment each other. Interact with each other. Let's begin to show love here at this channel, to build the world with the grace and the gift of the freedom that we see, of the joy that we experience when we read about somebody else's life. When we celebrate each other, it only levels it up and brings more colors into our world and makes it a better place. Also, give it a like if you enjoyed this. Share with whomever. Share because you care. And check back in. We'll talk again soon. I love you. Bye.